Dustin is a widowed man living alone in his house. One day, the doorbell rang. Dustin went up to open his door, and right there she was, his wife. How's it possible? I hope you kept your eyes wide open for this one. Look, there's a photo of Dustin and his wife on the wall. His wife has a birthmark on her cheek. The woman that just appeared doesn't have it, so it must be Dustin's wife's twin sister. Dylan was grounded, and he wasn't allowed to meet even his girlfriend for a week. One evening, when Dylan's mom returned home from work, she found Dylan in his room and asked him if he'd met anyone that day. Dylan said that he'd been at home, studying all day. His mom didn't believe him. Why? Look, there's a lipstick stain on his neck. I'm pretty sure his girlfriend came over for a short visit. Another grounded teenager, Eslyn, wasn't allowed to see any of her friends for 2 weeks after failing her history test. One night, her mother had a night shift and only returned home next afternoon. She came to check on her daughter, and she knew immediately that Eslyn had a friend over for a sleepover. How did she figure it out? Examine Eslyn's room carefully. 2 plates, 2 cups, 2 forks. She wasn't the only one eating dinner in her room last night, and she wasn't smart enough to clean up after. Smells like 2 more weeks to me. Miss Virginia Dell is a rich young lady who had a beautiful and expensive jewelry collection behind a glass in her dressing room. One morning, she found that someone broke the glass and stole her jewelry. Miss Dell's cleaning lady claimed that she had cleaned the room at around 5 a.m. and the jewelry was still there. Virginia's best friend, who was staying in her house that week, said that she had never even walked in the dressing room. Virginia's cousin, who was also staying with her for the holiday, said that she'd walked in the dressing room in the morning, but hadn't paid any attention to the jewelry, and for sure hadn't stolen anything. Who is the liar? It's the cleaning lady. Seems like right after she broke the glass and stole the jewelry, she wiped off the pieces of glass while cleaning as well, because there's no shattered glass on the floor. Okay, here's another task for you to test your observation skills. I'll show you 2 people and some items. Your task is to guess which person the item belongs to. Let's start off easy. What about this stethoscope? Well, it should definitely belong to this doctor on the right. 2 more people. Any guesses who the owner of this bracelet is? The bracelet has a name engraved on it, Sophia. This girl on the left has a name tag with the same name, so it must be her bracelet. Next up, this lipstick. There are 2 girls who are possible owners, but what's your best guess? Who does it belong to? It must be this girl. Both of them are wearing lipstick, but this girl has the exact same shade as the lipstick itself. Earring and 2 girls again to choose from. Any guesses? It must be this girl. Her ears are pierced, and the other girls aren't. The next item is the hairdryer. Who do you think it belongs to? It must be this girl's dryer. She has long hair, and the other guy is bald. Okay, this one is more fun. The next one we have to place is this cute little cat. Who do you think is its owner? See that this girl's legs are a bit scratched? They give her away completely. It's her cat. One last item for you to place. This time it's a photograph of the owner in her teenage years with her parents. Who do you think it belongs to? The teen in the photo is a redhead with green eyes. There's just one redhead girl with green eyes, and here she is. It must be her photo. Esme was having a walk in the forest and got lost. She came across a witch's house and asked her to take her home. 5 doors appeared. Only one of them will take you home, and you only have one chance. The right door is black. It's not next to the leftmost or the rightmost door. It's not the door in the middle either. Which door should Esme choose? There are just 3 black doors, and it's one of them. It's not the door next to the leftmost or the rightmost one, so the 4th door is eliminated. It's not the middle door, so it's out too. Esme should walk out the door on the left. Eiko woke up in a dark dungeon without remembering what happened. She looked around and saw a metal door. Unfortunately, it was locked, and it required not just 1 password, but 4. Eiko had only 1 attempt to make it right. Gladly, next to the door, there was a sign with 4 words: apple, bread, chair, and dress. Which word belongs here? Pay attention to the shapes of each password. Some letters are bigger than others, and each word should fit right in. So it should be bread on the top left, apple on the top right, dress on the bottom left, and chair on the bottom right. In a factory, a worker and a half make a chair and a half in 1 hour and a half. How many chairs does one worker make in 1 working day, which is 6 hours? If 1.5 workers make 1.5 chairs in 1.5 hours, it means that one worker makes 1 chair in the same time, which is 1.5 hours. So in a 6-hour working day, one worker makes 4 chairs. It was a lazy day, but as soon as it started raining, a city's police officer got a call. Mr. Jones said that someone had just bumped into his car and drove away. The officer arrived. They found one person nearby fixing his car's tire. Mr. Jones said that it was the gentleman who had bumped into his car. The gentleman said that it couldn't be true, since he had been trying to fix his car for over an hour now, and was there the whole time. Who is lying? It's the guy fixing his car. The rain just recently started. If he'd been fixing his car the whole time, the ground underneath his car would be dry. But it's wet, which means his car broke down just recently, probably when he was driving away after the accident. A crew of pirates arrived at a deserted island in the Caribbean at night. In the early morning, the captain went ashore to find his secret stash with all the treasures hidden in it. But when he reached it, the treasures weren't there. Someone from his crew had gone ashore earlier and stolen all of it. There were 3 suspects: Bill, first mate, Gil, bosun, and Will, cook. All of them denied stealing anything, but the captain knew who was lying. Who? There are footprints on the shore from earlier that don't belong to the captain. One is a footprint, but the other one is a hole from a stick. The robber must be Gil, the bosun, because he is the only one with a wooden leg. Let's start with training your eyes a bit. Can you find an odd one out here? Yes, that's the one. Another one for you. Look carefully, and you only have several seconds to find the imposter. That's the one. Correct. Now the game is getting a bit harder, but I know you've got it. What do you say? Here it is. Did you find it? Okay, last one of these, the hardest one. Do you see the odd one out this time? There it is! Great job!
That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the bright side. Here's an easy one to warm up. Can you find the one and only B among these twos? Oh, it's right there. One of the many sevens here is a Z. Do you see it? Good job! There's one letter S hiding between all these fives. Excellent, it's right here. How about this one? I won't tell you the odd one out letter this time. You have to find it yourself. Yay! It's a C. Here's a bunch of Q's. 3 of these letters aren't like the rest of them. Can you find them all? Done! There are 3 O's here, and I'm sure you managed to find them all. 3 of these letters don't belong here because they are nothing like the others. Do you see them? There are 3 W's. Can you find 3 8s here? Got them. I need a pen to keep track of my points. Can you help me find one here? Thanks so much for helping me out. I think I need a little snack, but I'm allergic to apples. Do you think you could help me find a pear here? Here it is. I'd like to top it with pineapple. Yum, so good and fresh. Quiz time. Do you know what a hexagon is? Yep, it's a plane figure with 6 straight sides and angles. And one of those is hiding right here. Found it! You deserve a little something for all of your efforts. Can you find it among these hearts? Yay! It's an apple for you! Moving up, here's a bunch of golden eggs, and one of them is somehow different from the rest. Do you see it? I'm impressed. How about a slice of pizza? It's yours if you can find the odd one out. Well done. I think these roosters can wake up an entire village. One of them stands out though. Can you see it? Yay! It's hiding right here. One of these apples is definitely more delicious than others. You'll see it yourself when you find it. Success! time for a more substantial meal. Find the fried egg that's not like the others. They're all exactly the same. Just kidding. It's this one on the right. Here's a task for those who can read between the lines or through layers of color. Let's see if you're one of them. That was an easy one. It's the word fame. How about this one? Wow, I'm impressed. And it's also the correct answer. Next, please. I think it's the word list, and it's correct. Can you figure this one out? The answer here is ill. And here's the trickiest of them all. I believe you can make it. Did you see it was bog? Now let's go on a little safari. Can you spot the hedgehog? Here it is, hiding in the corner. One of these seals is in fact a kitten. Do you see it? Hello there, little one. Do you think a coyote is good company for kangaroos? I think it's safer to find it before they get in trouble. Good job! A little hamster ran away from home. It's hiding somewhere at the farmer's market. Help it find its way back. Thanks for saving it. You were trying to capture the landscape, but a seagull got in. Can you find it to crop it out of the image? Well, looks like it won't work out since it's almost in the middle. 3 images here are exactly the same, and one of them stands out. Can you name it? Knew it was this one. There's an extra wolf here. What about these giraffe portraits? Ouch! This one's missing its ears. Look at these beautiful wild cats. They sort of look the same to me, but one picture is different from others. It's this one. Here are some penguins in their natural habitat. Can you spot the odd one out? Only this picture here has an iceberg in it. Time to hit the beach. But first, find 5 differences between these 2 pictures. Blue instead of red here, white car, palm tree, a parasol, oh, and an extra roof here. While you're figuring out what game they're playing, find 5 differences between the images. Well done! Whoa, not so fast! Do you see how the picture on the right is different from the one on the left? Sure, you got them all! These houses look identical to me, but are they really? Nope, they are different in 5 details. Did you spot them all? The view from these balloons must be something. The pictures are different in 5 ways. Can you name them all? I didn't expect the yellow balloon to change its color. The way you see certain images can tell a lot about your personality. What does this one look like to you? If it looks like a lion to you, you're a well-balanced, positive, and cheerful person. You make friends easily, as you have an open mind and soul. You love sharing jokes and make everyone feel comfortable around you. You never give up and believe everything happens for the best. If you see a hand in this image, looks like you're an artist at heart, or maybe that's your real job. You have your own vision of the world, and you can always find the most creative solution to any problem. You don't mix with new people easily and only have a couple of real friends, but they're for life. What do you think about this one? If it's an apple to you, you take things for what they are and are pretty happy with what you have in life. You know you can always rely on your close people, and they'll support you no matter what. You're always in a good mood, and you pass it on to others. If you saw 2 profiles here first, relationships are your big priority in life. You might be going through a time of uncertainty with someone special to you. Remember, the best you can do is discuss it together and not hold it all in your heart. Things will surely get better. This one seems pretty obvious, but there must be a double meaning. If you see the jungle here, you're a natural explorer. Boredom is what you fear the most. You always want to try new things and go to new places. When someone offers to join them on an adventure, you never ask for details and just say yes. If you saw the face first, your home means the world to you. You feel most comfortable inside your own little fortress. You enjoy decorating it to make it even cozier. If you have to choose between a night out and staying at home, it'll always be your own home and the people that make it so dear to you. Now take a look at the next image. What comes to your mind first? If it's a crown, you like to be the center of attention. You feel great giving speeches and performing on stage. You love to see the impression you leave on others, and you need that energy to be happy. Keep getting better at what you do, and the stage will always be yours. If you noticed a nice lady with her eyes closed first, you aren't too shy, but you feel more comfortable out of the spotlight. You sometimes think others are more talented or have more important things to say than you do, so you make way for them. Remember, you also deserve attention. Moving on, how about this image? If you see a face here, you always see the big picture and can get a grip on any situation quickly. You analyze things in your mind and make the right conclusions. If it's a picture of the city with a lonely girl in the distance to you, you have a talent for seeing the details. You know the little things matter, and you have great taste and make this world a more beautiful place.